All right, ball screws out, and this is about as far down as this as I'm going to take this piece. Some things for you guys to be aware of. These points right here, okay, there's one underneath here, this is one here, there's one under here, one under here. That's a Babbitt material, okay? That was set up at the factory to make sure that that thing was leveled based on the base of this thing, to take up any kind of it's saved on machining and their costs. This stuff's very soft. You don't want to damage that. You want to protect that stuff and make sure it doesn't get damaged, because if those things get damaged, your machine's not going to be square to everything else, and you'll be looking at some, indicating issues on this. So over here, there's the ball screw that is absolutely filthy. There's not really like bearings in this. I'm going to check this to see the wear here compared to here. If this is worn out, the threads will be really thin here, but they'll be normal here. So that'll tell me whether I need to replace that. We've got a bronze bearing right here, okay? I got to make sure that that's clean and none of that swarf has gotten in there and damaged that piece right there. These are those little pieces I was telling you on the other side. This is a cotton wick like material here, here, and here, and here. And that is what lubricates those shafts that this thing goes up and down here, okay, through those points that I pointed out to you guys. So like these ones here, these are looking pretty grimy. I don't know if I can take those out and clean them and then put them back in, or if I need to try and see if somebody makes something like that that we can use. Maybe some old hurricane lamp wick or something like that might help us out. But they're definitely thrashed from, decades of junk getting into them. Okay, this is what the trough looks like. It goes right like that. This is what I was telling you. There's a screw there, a screw there, a screw there. And then there's screws that go here, here, and here for this part here. Okay, so swarf comes off of the grinder and from the grinding head and from the chuck head and comes into here. Everything that comes off gets into this, goes off, and right here on the side is where your coolant reservoir is, and your pump would be back here. So all of this stuff gets in there. The solid stuff falls to the bottom. There's a little bracket that's in between the tank that the contaminated stuff comes in, and how it pulls the coolant to the other side, so the pump's not pumping swarf throughout the piece there. Okay, so the next part of this is just getting everything cleaned up enough to where I can start getting my micrometers out and checking to make sure things are not worn out and have to order parts, because it'll be a challenge.